Ladies and gentlemen, Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid tied 1-1. 1-1 in today's game, 1-1 in our game in the first game we played this season, 1-1 in the game before that. How many 1-1s are we gonna be seeing against Atletico Madrid? This is absolutely crazy. The game was so well deserved for us to win. Atletico Madrid had a terrible game. They weren't able to get past our defense. We always pressured them so much. We intercepted the ball very well so many times. Especially Ceballos did a fantastic job in controlling the midfield, holding on to the ball, getting the ball going. Ceballos had a great game. Great game. Like I've always been saying, he's been intercepting and recovering the balls very nicely. Jude Bellingham, the same, had a brilliant game. But in my opinion, the MVP of this game, in my opinion, the person who was the most valuable player for us is Lucas Vazquez. Some of you might say it was Ceballos. Some of you guys might say it was Asensio. Some of you guys might say it's Rodrigo. And I'm not saying any of them played terribly, but I think Lucas Vazquez had a phenomenal game. He did so well. I'm so proud of him and his ability and what he's done after being honestly terrible so far this season. So I'm very happy about that. The game, who do I think deserves to win? Yes, Real Madrid. Was it a penalty? No, it was not a penalty, and I'll explain why. Because let's take this as a let's just take it with my hands. This is the offensive player's foot, and this is our defender's player's foot. Tchouaméni. This is what happened. Tchouaméni put his foot like this. He didn't squeeze. He did not squeeze. He didn't do anything for the offensive player to fall or get fouled. Tchouaméni's foot was like this. The only thing he did was release, because he didn't squeeze the foot, he didn't foul. But this is what the referee saw. The referee saw the motion of, and then they were like, "Yep, no, that's a foul. Finished." They didn't keep on watching frame by frame after or during and after the alleged foul. No. They were like, "Yep, we saw the foot over the player. That's a foul." They didn't realize that it wasn't a foul. He didn't actually do anything. Man, the referees are being absolutely stupid. I am just going to go out there and say a corner that should have been given. So many yellow cards should have been handed out for nasty fouls by Atletico Madrid. Yeah? What's this? But as soon as we protest for 1 second, we got absolutely fined as if they just won the lottery and they're just going to pick up their money or whatever. Are you getting what I mean? It's crazy. Vinicius Jr. didn't have a great start in the first half, but in the second half he changed it very nicely. I just wished we saw that more in the first half as well. Mbappe, in my opinion, today did not do well. Regardless of the goal that he scored, he did not do well. His chemistry, his connection between Vinicius, between Jude, nothing has worked today for Mbappe. Honestly, yes, he's made a lot of good runs. He's played very well, but in terms of connecting with his teammates, I think he had a terrible day. Rodrigo, on the other hand, was the best of them too. Yeah, Rodrigo did a lot of runs, made a lot of nasty dribbles, had amazing shots on target, forcing Oblak to deflect it into a corner. So Rodrigo had a fantastic game. I was happy to see that he got some shots off. Unfortunately, he couldn't get himself a goal, which we really need to see more of. Especially in La Liga, we need to see Rodrigo score some goals. Yeah? Fede Valverde, honestly, man, it's unfortunate that he has to go more defensively. He has a defensive role. Usually, if you watch the last 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the game, you could see him pushing up higher on the field, making runs. That last attempt by Mbappe, by Fede Valverde's run, was just what we need. It's just what we need. It's just crazy. Frank Garcia did a good job, though. But I want to cover one thing that was like really getting us nervous, getting me nervous, which was he kept getting overlapped by the players quite easily. He left so much open space for the Atletico Madrid players to just cross. Thankfully, Asensio was there. Sometimes Tchouaméni was there. Sometimes no one got onto the cross and no one did anything. And it's unfortunate that Thibaut Courtois couldn't keep a clean sheet. Penalty right in the middle. Maybe he could have stopped it with his foot, but you know, a penalty is a penalty. You can't say anything bad about the keeper, especially when this time it had nothing. He couldn't do anything. Otherwise, Thibaut Courtois kind of sometimes helped us avoid conceding a whole lot more goals. But as soon as we made the substitutions, we became dead. We became the walking dead. We became the walking dead. As soon as Luka Modric came on, Camavinga and Brahim Diaz. Well, Brahim Diaz didn't have enough playtime, but as soon as Luka Modric and Camavinga came on, the team just became dead. There was no energy, there was no movement, there was no attempts, there was nothing. What's that, man? What's that? Honestly, overall, we should have won the game. It's clear that bad decisions were made by the referee yet again, as we saw in Espanyol, where we lost a game and now we drew a game. We've lost 4 points. We've lost 4 points total. We should have gotten 6 points in our last 2 games. We've only gotten 1 point in our last 2 games. Now it's really up to Barcelona and what they do. Barcelona are the only ones that could catch up. They are facing against Sevilla. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. They've had a great amount of goals scored against Valencia, who are sitting at the very bottom of the table, or second to bottom of the table. But still, if Barcelona win their game, they're going to be 1 point behind Atletico and 2 points behind us, which is exactly what we wanted to avoid. Exactly what we wanted to avoid. I told you guys in my match preview and during the live watch along that it was going to be a very tight game and Real Madrid had to win this game. They had to win it. No excuses, nothing. But it is what it is. We can't do anything. I imagine there's going to be a whole lot of talking regarding the penalty and the referee and the VAR and all of that. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, because this is there's what can someone say more at this point? It's just I don't know what to say. Yeah. Anyways, it was a fun watch. It was a fun watch. I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and peace.